Hello, hello. So this is Shauna here. I have changed this reading a little bit to show you what I'm working with here. I did a reading a moment ago for the entire collective. Both of these cards came out for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. And as soon as I was finished with the reading, a lot more energy came through. So I want to sort of show you the energy that is presented for the entire collective and then break that down into masculine and feminine, because I'm definitely hearing a lot more messages coming through regarding this recalibration specifically. So getting right into it, I am working with smoky quartz again. I love this healing tool. It is great for transmuting large amounts of negative energy, and it can help move emotions, stuck trauma. It's just an amazing healing tool, beautiful piece. And then on either side of that, I have magnetite. So magnetite is magnetized. It is what it sounds like. So it is suggested to place it at either or both, either or both, in your left and right hand to balance your masculine and feminine, or at your crown and root chakra to bring balance through all of your chakras, or all of the above, as well as placing it on any existing blocks in your system. So I'm also wearing my jade shield. Jade is great for balancing masculine and feminine, as well as carnelian and amethyst. We're working with a lot today. I am bejeweled today. And why is that? Because we are dealing with a, excuse my French, but shitstorm of energy right now. If you are resisting the process, my healing energy goes out to you to relax and sort of surrender into this, because there's a lot going on right now. So the block that the collective is experiencing is in the throat chakra. The throat chakra. And what came up from this card is the depth down here, this really deep blue at the base. And then as you move up the card, you can see the energy become a lot lighter. And this is, the depth of our shadow work. As you start bringing it closer and closer to the surface to be transmuted and to be, removed, it becomes lighter in your system. As you hand it over to God, as you hand it over to divine, as you hand it over to spirit, and let go, it becomes so much lighter. You become lighter. So the block seems to be coming in at the throat chakra. There's a block between the throat chakra and the heart chakra right now. And the download that I received is that there is a recalibration happening right now in the heart chakra that is going to ignite your throat chakra. It is going to prompt you to start speaking your authenticity, start speaking your depth. This is unavoidable. This is coming. This is happening. If you're burning out, if you're exhausted, it's because you're resisting this. This is your block here. Those emotions that reside deep inside your system, deep inside your lungs, deep inside your shadows, they are rising to the surface. And take the lid off of that. Empty that cup out, because this new energy that's coming in is so much lighter and it's so much freer. Look how beautiful that is. Spirit here saying, I've got you through this whole process. Surrender to this. So what's going to get you through this block is this heart healing, this recalibration I was talking about. This is divine love. This is unconditional love. This is love. You are love. And just like the last reading, I spoke of operating from your heart, from your center. This is all about stepping into that energy. And stepping into that energy will help you move this. will help you transmute these emotions, these blocks, this trauma, these things that you've identified with for so long. When you start operating from this place, you'll start realizing that these shadows, these things dwelling here, that's not actually me. These are traumas, these are conditioning, these are identifications that are not necessary. They're not me. And that's what becomes so light about this energy. As you free yourself from these chains and from these weights and from these, I mean, you're just, we're so bound by our trauma and conditioning. As you free yourself from that, and with the diamond coming through, you know, a diamond head cutter, it can cut through incredible amounts of material. I've tried to carve stones before, and you need a diamond head in order to do it. And this diamond head, this diamond energy is coming through to help you cut through those chains, cut through the binding that you have around you. It's just an illusion. And your heart chakra will free you from this. So the message that came through for the collective a few days ago while I was sitting in a coffee shop is, it was a funny circumstance. As you start turning inward and you start tuning into this energy, and I'll put it down and sort of show you, it's not just in your heart. This card, it's saying, yes, step into your heart chakra, but this step into your ground of being, step into that central place. It could be located in a different area for you. For me, it's this core, this luminous light at the core of my being, the seat of my soul, the ground of my being. That's where it is. And it's so free when I tune into that. And Spirit is asking you, start tuning into that more. Start listening to that voice. And it could be really small things. If you're out in public and you find yourself overwhelmed by other people's energy, start tuning into that voice. What is that? What is your heart chakra? What is your ground of being? What is your soul saying to do right now in this moment? Is it telling you to shift differently because the position you're sitting in is not good for your spine or your hips, or it's constricting your energy? Do you need to wiggle around? Do you need to dance? Do you need to sing? Do you need to walk slower? Do you need to breathe deeper? I mean, there are so many small messages that start coming through that you thought were these mindless automatic things that you're doing, but that is this energy, that is your foundation coming through. And the more you tune into that, the more flow you're going to feel, the easier it's going to be to release this stuff. This energy will walk you through releasing these chains. So, okay, to my face. Hi, everybody. So I also wanted to dive in deeper to the masculine and feminine. So this is the collective read. These two cards, this calibration is happening across the board for the collective. And it's uncomfortable if you let it be, or you can meditate, do yoga, eat healthy, tune into your body, and this will be a smoother ride. So I do want to pull a card for the masculine and feminine separately to see what would help you through this transition. What would help you step into that position of feeling into your higher self. So and we'll start with the divine masculine is coming in a lot louder, but I've also tuned into the feeling of impatience from the divine masculine. So I'm going to ask you, divine masculine, to be patient in this reading while I read for the divine feminine. Divine feminine. What is your higher self asking you to tune into right now? What is your higher self and your spirit guides? Here we go. We have a winner. Thank you. Oh, this card. I'm sorry. I have to. Laughing is purgative. So I felt a purge immediately the moment I saw this card. Oh my gosh. Feel that message. Already there is value. I am already emotional. So, and this is not just my emotions. This is the collective, the divine feminine collective, reestablishing your intrinsic worth within yourself. Not from some external source, your partner, your family, your boss, whoever it is, giving you words of affirmation, gifting you these things. I'm shifting off of my feet right now as well, because there is this fear of moving forward through this fear of being seen in this way. So I'll continue with the first part of the message and then get into that. Just the art on this is galactic. This is the universe. I'll hold it up for you. This is the universe speaking to you and through you, this root energy coming back through for the divine feminine, telling you you are worthy. You are intrinsically valuable. Every human being on this earth is intrinsically valuable. And every time you mess up or make a mistake or make a decision that was not in alignment with you or not in integrity, and you feel crummy about yourself and worthless as a human being, is feeding the shadow of this card. And this card is coming through to tell you, you are valuable. You are the mother. You are the root energy. You are the foundation of creation. That is the feminine energy. And I get super pumped up and and like my root energy just starts flaring up through me when I talk about the divine feminine and this power that we are learning to step into in a healthy way by establishing our value without devaluing other people or their beliefs or their systems, stepping into our value and our power without having to crush the divine masculine or shove people out of the way. That is the old paradigm. That is the old way of operating. And the divine feminine, they don't need to come through like that. They just don't. We just don't. We step into our power by seeing that every single person on this planet is not only connected, which is huge, but they are valued. This is a goddess card. This is goddess energy. And this pain that you've been carrying, it is lifting. You just have to allow it to. And the message that's coming through right now, and something that the feminine is really struggling with right now, look at yourself in the mirror. Sit in front of the mirror and stare into your left eye and feel what comes up through that channel, that connection. Really connect in with yourself. The thoughts that come, the feelings that come, the visions you start having. These eye-gazing meditations with yourself can be extremely valuable to exposing shadows that need love, that need light. So the message is definitely, I mean, and this looks, I mean, this is this is galactic energy. This is incredible. You are valued. So I'm going to read from the book and see what comes through. All right. We bring you the empowerment to see that there is already value. It is natural for creative energy to become excited by new possibilities, new ideas, and new forms. It is also possible, however, for creative energy to become engaged in liberating the undiscovered value within that which already exists, polishing it until it shines with divine light. Sometimes there is a need to shed the past and all associated with it completely, starting afresh, which is, I mean, that is this block and this movement taking place. Shedding away everything that no longer serves you, that you no longer need to identify with. However, at other times, there is something of value from the past that can, if allowed to, bask in the light of your creativity, become very valuable for your future. In your enthusiasm to move forward in life, don't forget to take the value that already exists in your world along with you. Sometimes it will be appropriate to take extreme measures to purge the past. At other times, it is simply not necessary. And if you do not pause to consider the value of what you are releasing, you may lose valuable resources that will support your future. So these things, what it's saying is these things that you are purging, your relationships, your possessions, these thought patterns, it's not saying not to purge them, but this is recognizing the value in everything that you have been through. Sort of taking stock of every lesson you have learned, why these shadows exist is not for us to look at them and hate them. It's for us to look at them and appreciate all of the lessons that we learned. You are wise now. You have so much wisdom and knowledge because of all of these lessons. And I'm definitely tuning in with some divine feminine. You have been through some shit. Recognize that. It's not your story. This isn't, woe is me. This is, I went through the fucking ringer. Excuse my French. I went through the ringer. I saw so much trauma I wasn't supposed to see. No child should be exposed to that. I'm upset with my parents for not protecting me. I'm upset with my siblings for not being supportive, for neglecting themselves, and then in turn me. I'm upset that I had to turn to people outside of my family in order to find the love and nurturing that I needed. It's those lessons. First of all, let yourself be upset. There's a lot of it rising up and out of your system. That's these deep emotions. These are things you're not willing to admit to yourself. This upset, this anger, this hatred, this grief, underneath all of it is love. And as soon as you release all of this weight, these heavy things that you're holding on to, you can step into this and take a deep breath. Actually, just do that right now. Just take a deep breath. It feels so good. Cry, yell. There is value in every experience that you have had, every trauma you have experienced. It needed to happen the way it did. And when you switch your perception on trauma and wounding, when you look at it as this needed to happen so that I could evolve in this way, you are able to forgive yourself, the universe, your family, whoever did you wrong, whoever hurt you in that moment. You can free yourself from that by viewing it, just changing your perception to that needed to happen. And I know that's not easy, but that's what you came here to do. You're watching this video because we are on a similar path. And we have been asked to go through some really hard stuff and come to where we are in our healing journey to transmute that for the collective. My love, divine feminine, that's what you're doing. And you have every beautiful divine feminine standing behind you to do it. It's hard, but we've gone through it. We've experienced these traumas, yes. And it's time to recognize the value of that lesson and then break that cycle. You are worthy. Your life is valuable. You are valuable. Your life force energy is sustaining everything around you. Look at everything you've created. I mean, I could go on forever about why you're valuable, but the bottom line is no matter what I say, dig deep, or maybe it's right there on the surface. It does feel like it's right there waiting for you to just hold it. Gently hold that. Hold yourself. That empowerment is right there. Your value is right there and you feel it. You just got to let go of this hatred and this anger and clinging on to this past story. Let go of that. I feel you. I feel it. I feel it. I feel this heart and weight, this pain. And this question that I hear you asking is, if I let go of this, who am I? And I've asked people that, who are you without your trauma? Who are you without the story you keep telling people? I don't know. I don't know. And that scares people. But when you step into the unknown, beautiful things flourish. There is emptiness there. It's a clean slate that you get to create from. And the foundation of that clean slate is all of these fucking lessons you learned. That's the fertilizer here. And now you get to plant new seeds and watch this garden grow. So divine feminine, beautiful, beautiful energy you're stepping into. This is it. You know, establishing your value, moving these emotions you're denying yourself of. Let yourself have it. Don't latch on to any of this so that you can step into this heart space energy, so that you can operate from your heart chakra, from your ground of being. Okay. Divine masculine, you've been so patient. Thank you. Now I can sit back on my ankles. I think it was definitely letting the energy flow out my feet and into the earth in that one. Even though I'm sitting in a building, I, still connected to Mother Earth. So divine masculine, you are feeling some sort of way right now. Huh. So divine masculine, what's coming through already is, this, it makes me laugh because I love you guys. I love the energy of the divine masculine. I love the healthy archetype of the divine masculine. It's a beautiful energy, that Christ consciousness. And so you guys make me giggle a lot when that not self comes through in a very sort of heinous way. It's this, there's a lot of anger towards not just yourself, but the divine feminine. And if I triggered you by asking you to wait, if I triggered you and you skipped forward and you were feeling impatient, I want you to look at that. I want you to look at what you're in such a hurry for. Yeah, you guys are, oh, this one came out in a very odd way. This is it though. Holy shit. Sorry, the energy flowing through right now, flowing through this channel, flowing through these cards. Seriously, guys. Power. Can I say that again? Power. Divine masculine. This isn't just regular power. What does having power mean? Just because you're the fancy CEO of some multi-million-dollar company, billion-dollar company, does not make you powerful. This power here, this is fueled by this. Look at those colors. Look at how these two cards go together. So don't hate me, but this message is coming whether we like it or not. The divine masculine has established power in a very brutal way by raping and pillaging and taking what they want with brute force. That is crumbling right now. That doesn't work anymore. It is, social media makes that behavior unacceptable now. If you do something like that, which we are still seeing, everybody gets to see it. Everybody witnesses it. And then the shame comes. The shame and the guilt of, this is how we've established power. So that shame and guilt is, that is rising to the surface. That has been on the brink. That has been coming to a head for quite some time, and it is coming out. For a lot of the divine masculine, the cork has popped on that one. So you're transmuting a lot of hatred towards the divine feminine, and especially towards yourself, because everything that is outside of you is your internal world. If you hate that person, it's because you're denying or hating an aspect of yourself. So that's the energy that we're stepping out of in order to step into this. This is what you're stepping into, divine masculine. Look at how fucking beautiful this is. Look at how beautiful you are. You are like center stage, shining so bright. Like the crown jewel is what I keep hearing. The crown jewel. This is the union of divine feminine and divine masculine at its most powerful, we'll move on from that for now. Let's get into this card, and then we'll go back into the union energy that's taking place right now. This is card number 1. So what this energy is, this is rebirth. This is your rebirth right now. It's incredible. That is the reading I did earlier that I'm not going to post, but I reiterated some of the information. You are transforming right now. Your energy is this mushy blob recalibrating itself and shifting, and it is not comfortable right now. Divine masculine, you are probably not very comfortable right now, and that is good. This is not meant to be comfortable. This doesn't, these wings, I mean, this intricacy, this doesn't come about by staying stagnant and being comfortable and sitting with your beer and your popcorn wrapped up in a blanket and never facing the world. Like, that's not how this kind of energy comes about. You are in it. You are transforming. This is amazing. And it, like, the rising, and I'm just, the way my back feels right now, like, your angelic energy is flowing. Your wings are about to spread. That's what's happening. So the suggestion that's coming through is, start working on your posture right now, because there's a lot of weight on your back and your shoulders, maybe a lot of tension as this transformation takes place. This is a lot of, up your spine and across, your traps. So stretch that area, do a lot of neck stretching, because you're growing wings right now. And that is a different kind of pressure back there as they're coming out. So I'm going to read this card for you. And this is clear quartz. Clear quartz is the stone energy coming through here. That's like, clear quartz is the universal amplifier. This is like, this is power. So I'm going to read the card. Card number 1, your rebirth. Okay, before I read that was a message coming through. Stepping into, let me see. Okay, so stepping into this means actually facing this for divine feminine and divine masculine. But for the divine masculine, as men, you're taught not to, and I gotta get off my feet again, here it comes. You are taught not to cry, not to express emotion in a certain way, not to express love in a certain way. I hear divine masculine say all the time, I'm just not emotional. That is not true. That is not true. Women, yes, we are emotion. In the last reading, we are the motion of the ocean. We are the moon. We are that energy. But divine masculine, you are emotion as well. That is the human condition. We are all born into this world with the full spectrum of emotions. Women just happen to be more in touch with that because that's our innate nature. And this heart chakra energy and clearing this, what do you think you got to do to get there? Be emotional. Get into touch with your emotions. And I'm not like forcing you to cry or forcing you to journal, but however it comes out, let it come out. Whether it's, if you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you're not artistically inclined, it will come out in other ways. It will. For me, it's cooking. When I'm not artistically inclined, it comes out through my passion of cooking. My emotions come out in my cooking. It sounds strange, but I cry when I cook. I guess. Anyway, moving back to the divine masculine. This stepping into your heart chakra means clearing out everything that has accumulated. And you don't have to look at all of it. You don't have to stare at all of the trauma as it comes out of you. You don't have to do that. That's sort of the fallacy of a lot of healing work, is sometimes you take the lid off and just dump it. And you don't have to psychoanalyze every single thing that comes out of you. Just let it come out, let it flow, let it move. So that transformation, so that your energy is no longer used to keep that shit on lock, to keep that lid on tight, so that energy can be used to grow those wings. You're growing wings right now, baby. Where do you want to put your energy? What sounds more fun for the future? To keep that lid on tight, keep that tension in the center of your body. I mean, it is capped down over your heart chakra. and I've done very simple meditations around this. You don't have to sit with it for 30 minutes, just a visualization of an intention, removing the lid, twisting it left is open, taking the lid off, and then asking spirit, God, your higher self, whatever you're comfortable with, to help you empty that. And then when you step into the entirety of your emotions and your being, this is what you get. You step into the power of you. Okay, I'm gonna read the card now. I feel that very clearly. Thank you for being patient, Divine Masculine. You are all so amazing. Together, we bring you the gift of power. Spiritual power enables you to trust in your higher guidance no matter what appears to be happening in your life. Psychological and emotional power enables you to transform through evolving your belief systems and processing your emotions, through which you gain wisdom. Physical power gives you the strength to take action on the matters that serve your life path. This gift of power is safe for you to receive because you will use it to fulfill your divine destiny, which in turn supports all beings. So the message that's coming off of that is, there's, with the shame and guilt that has sort of come about because of the way we have established power in this world, the Divine Masculine has established power in this world. There's so much guilt and shame associated with power for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. But in the Divine Masculine's case, you are transmuting that gate. Why do I keep saying that? Guilt and shame. Gate. Anyway, we'll get back to that. You are transmuting that guilt and shame so that you may step into your power in a healthy, aligned, divine way, and not to deny yourself of that. Do not feel ashamed of your power. And that's your instinct right now might be to drown your power. So what I mean by that is, this came through in the last reading as well. Drinking, drugs, porn, food, anything that's low vibrational like that is putting a blanket over top of your light. The light is there. The light is shining. You're just covering it up with these things because of this shame around being powerful, behind being a powerful being. You are a divine being with fucking wings. Do not be ashamed of that. And also, don't drown that out. Stop trying to destroy yourself. You're incredible. The Divine Masculine is is the epitome of strength and fortitude. If the divine feminine is the foundation, the divine masculine is the pillars. I mean, we need both to be strong, to be powerful, to hold up our society, to carry this energy into this new world energy is what everyone's calling it, to carry this energy forward into a new paradigm, into a higher vibrational state of being. We're all moving there. Step into your power and stop being ashamed of how powerful you are. You see it. If you didn't see it, you wouldn't be trying to drown it out. So you see it. And the alcohol and the drugs and these addictive behaviors, first of all, stop labeling yourself. Like, oh man, labels. I should make a whole separate video on that, but stop putting these labels and stop putting yourself in this box of, I'm addicted to alcohol, I'm addicted to drugs, I'm addicted to porn. No, you're snuffing out your light and you're putting yourself in a box that divine masculine, you do not fit in. Your wings don't fit in that box. Stop trying to put your wings in that box. So I'll keep reading because I know there is more in this for you. The oracle brings you guidance about the nature of power within you. As part of your spiritual journey at this time, you are being given the opportunity to change your relationship with power. This may mean letting go of fear of being powerful. It might seem strange to hold such a fear, yet if we look around the world today, there are examples of those in powerful positions being exploiting and abusing others rather than protecting and empowering those that may be impacted by their expression of power. Yet power itself is an essential component on the spiritual path. The best way to express this power is to love yourself. Then you can accept whatever your less helpful traits may be and use your personal power to choose different ways to be over and over again. This is incredible. I mean, this is everything I just said, and I don't know all of the descriptions. So this is amazing, divine masculine. You are being reborn into, power and strength this is your birthright. Divine masculine and divine feminine. We have all been suppressed. All of us in different ways. This isn't about women rising up to take the throne away from the men. This is about both the divine masculine and the divine feminine stepping into their power, stepping into their value, stepping into their wisdom, stepping into your fundamental energy, shedding away all of this conditioning from society, from our families, from this trauma. We are no longer in a state of evolution where we need to survive, where we need to fight each other to survive for resources. I don't want to go too far into climate change, but we've evolved out of this ape mindset of procreate and eat. And now we're lifting into this vibration of galactic beauty, becoming one with source. And that is fucking powerful. Source is powerful, and source it's coursing through all of us. And when you tap into this, you feel it. When you tap into this ground of being, this here, You'll feel that power. You'll feel this galactic energy. You'll feel the universe within yourself, and then you within every single being on this planet, and how everything is orchestrated to work out in a way where you learn these lessons and you can grow spiritually, emotionally, energetically, raise your vibration, and step into this. This is all about love. This is all about love. So many love songs are just like coursing through my head right now. Sing it. This is what it's about right now. And I keep seeing, this is a heart, but I keep seeing these wings. And another thing that came up is these rings is what I noticed when I first picked up the card. There's a lot of rings there. So, and this is a far-reaching message that I'm receiving, but we've been doing this dance for a long time, this hokey pokey, this ring around the rosy energy of not really getting to the center of anything. You know, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. You're going in a circle, not a spiral for some reason. You know, you're circling around this outer edge of something instead of letting yourself go into the depths of it. This is the depths of it because it's scary in there. And that spirit is saying, go into the depths of these emotions. Free yourself from this, from your trauma, from the hatred. Yeah, your dad wasn't there for you. Yes, he told you to get up and stop crying. He made you feel like you weren't good enough. He made you feel like you weren't smart enough. He made you feel like you had to compete with your siblings. Maybe he didn't know how to show you love in the right way. Okay. Express that to yourself. I mean, you don't need to call your family up right now and be like, fuck you. I know you want to. I know a lot of us do sometimes. But this is just about being honest with yourself. You know, going into the depths of your emotions, using this diamond energy to cut through that binding, that bondage, those chains. I want to show this to you one last time. So I have, sorry, I'm so OCD about these being straight right now. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Let's see what we can see here. Yes, I'm wearing my robe. If you can see that through there, it's cold in here. This is the collective energy right now, bringing the masculine and feminine emotions into balance so that we can transmute. We are transmuting. We are removing these blockages from this emotional state and powering it through, getting it out. And it's moving very quickly right now so that we can step into this heart healing, this heart space, this unconditional love for self and others and the universe and divinity. This is all about balance and stepping into you. This is incredible, divine masculine and divine feminine. Those of you who tune into these videos, those of you who I'm connecting with, holy shit, you guys are on a whole other level. I am honored to be in the same energy as you. You are warriors. This is warrior energy. This is transformative energy. This is universal. This is source energy just pouring through these cards, divinity, the angels, whatever you want to call it, telling you, look at how powerful you are. Look at how universal you are. You are source. You are love. This is just conditioning. This is just These are the small, teeny tiny little details that they are being wiped clean, but you get the knowledge from that. You get the wisdom from that to create a world with the right kind of power, with the right kind of love, with source love. Okay. So before y'all click off, yes, I say y'all, I would just like to hold this, and you can click off if you want to, but I'm going to set a container right now, have Source, God, our guides surround all of us and protect us while we transmute this energy. And I'm going to close my eyes and connect in with all of you and just use this beautiful scepter, this beautiful piece of smoky quartz to send that energy out to you. You're doing big work right now, and you deserve rest, and you deserve love, and you are valued, and you are powerful, and this is incredible. So I connect my energy to all those that are watching this. Feel that love and that connection and that guidance. And don't forget about those wings coming off your back. Divine masculine and divine feminine, you are angels. You are transforming, you are growing. And anything that does not serve you, thought patterns, emotions, to be moved gently and lovingly so that you may feel weightless, timeless, and step into unconditional love and source energy. So it is. I love all of you. Hang in there, rest, and I hope that this was helpful, and I hope this resonates. This is powerful energy coming through. There's a lot of power flowing through you, and anything that you do that is not in alignment is going to hurt a little bit more right now. So step into alignment, eat high vibrational foods, think high vibrational thoughts, listen to high vibrational music, because anything that is not that does not jive with the energy you're moving right now. All right. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.